When you think of Hong Kong, words like shopping, eating come to mind. But if you want to get away from the city, there's plenty of things to do too. On Lantau Island, in the last leg of our Hong Kong trip, we explore this island to discover a different side of Hong Kong. We begin with a cable car ride to get to the culturally themed village called Ngong Ping. Okay, now we're on Lantau Island. As you know, Hong Kong is actually a series of islands, and when you're on Lantau Island, you might want to take the cable car to explore the area. The trip was a 5.7-kilometer journey through the mountain clouds, which tint the panorama with a thin layer of mist. After a 25-minute cable car ride, we're now at Ngong Ping village on Lantau Island. It's supposed to be very cultural and we can learn a lot about Chinese traditions and tea, for instance. So let's go and take a look. Come to this tea house at Ngong Ping village and educate yourself not just on tea but also on its impact on Hong Kong's culture through the years. If you're a very devout Buddhist, the Tian Tan Buddha is a must-see when you're on Lantau Island. Tian Tan Buddha is a must-see when you're on Lantau Island. It's the biggest Buddha in the world. You can see there's only one way up, that's to climb the stairs. They say that as you climb the stairs, you inevitably bow to Buddha, showing your respects. Yep, so if you're Buddhist, you know, where to go. It's 268 steps up to reach the world's largest outdoor Buddha statue. The Buddha's right hand is raised to represent the absence of pain. It cost $68 million to build and comprises 202 separate pieces of bronze. The statue sits facing the Lin Monastery, which was built by 3 Zen masters in 1920. A 15-minute bus ride away is a stop worth visiting, especially for an urbanite like me. If you think Ngong Ping village is kind of commercial, why not visit this village called Tai-O, also on Lantau Island. This is a fishing village in the truest sense of the word. It's, as you can see, the fishing boats and little kelongs where people are living and fish. So let's go in and see what's it like. You can smell the sea from here. Don't expect any shopping malls or skyscrapers here. The nearest thing you get is a fish market. As you walk into the village, you can smell something very pungent in the air. It's actually all the dried seed stuff. Dried prawns, that's oysters, fish, salted fish, used to preserve. It's preserved, it goes very well with porridge. Everything sold here is made locally, and you can be certain that the seafood you buy is fresh and it's alive right before you. Technology seems to have not caught up here yet in Tai-O, as the fishmonger uses scales to put a value on the fish he sells. I walked further inland into the residential part of the village. Walking around the residential area in Tai-O, and you can understand why this place is called Hong Kong's Venice. The residents here get around by boat and they live by the water. If you notice, the housing is mainly made from basic materials like tin, and further inside they're made from wood. The living conditions aren't that great, but I guess they get by. It's not surprising that Tai-O's air is much fresher than the rest of Hong Kong. After all, it's situated next to verdant green mountains. Many of the villagers content themselves by spending their afternoons with games of mahjong.
One thing struck me as we turned to leave the village. The doors were mainly unlocked. I wonder if it's indicative of the level of trust in the community, or if it points to the village's poverty and lack of material wealth.